We are live. And I'm wearing the coolest shirt on earth. And as soon as Nova spams the comments, which she's doing right now, I'm gonna pin her link to the top. I just told Discord that we're here, and then we'll get into it. How is everybody? It's Sunday morning, so I guess, even if you should be at church right now and you're not, at least you're here, because today we're praying for the left today. What's up, guys? I can see everybody's joining. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Boom, there's Nova. Let me pin that. Let me pin that right there.
Pin me.
Let me pin that right here.
Pin me up there, babe.
Ding, it's pinned. There you go, babe. You did me a favor and you're getting a little clout out of it.
Love the clout. Check out the vlog.
That's a good deal for you. What's up, guys? How is everybody? Happy Sunday morning. Like I said, even if you're not at church, at least you're here and you're still praying for the left. So you're still sending one up to the big guy and you don't have to sit in a crowded room. We can all hang out here together digitally. That's a pretty good deal too. So how is everyone? The reason we are all gathered here today is because there is a brand new music video out right now. It's called Pray for the Left. Yes, you can get your very own Pray for the Left t-shirt at hangovergang.com. The 15% off code is new video. You can get them all ripped up like mine's ripped up, or you can get one brand new. There's a bunch of other stuff too. So hangovergang.com if you want the shirt. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the brand new music video. It's called Pray for the Left. It's out right now. We just cracked, I think, 1.3 million views right here on YouTube, which is pretty cool. After 3.5 months of not releasing any music videos, to come back after that amount of time, drop a music video, still have it break 1 million views in 2 days is incredible. Because the longer you let your YouTube channel sit, the less notifications it sends out to the people that are subscribed, which is weird because people are subscribed for a reason, but YouTube still won't notify them. So we had like a quarter of the amount of notifications go out that we usually have, and still we're crushing it, which is amazing. So if you want to help me combat YouTube not sending out our notifications, please go to the music video Pray for the Left on YouTube. Drop a bunch of praying hand emojis in the comments. Comments trigger the algorithm. They boost the video up, etc., etc., etc. So drop some praying hand emojis in the comment section of the Pray for the Left music video on YouTube. Share that video everywhere you can. Give it a like on YouTube, all that stuff. Those are the 3 things you can do, totally free. They make a massive impact on the music video. They help me out a lot. So if you can, share the video, give it a like on YouTube, and drop some praying hands emojis in the comments. That would be huge. I would appreciate it. So yeah, the new music video, Pray for the Left, is out right now, but we got a little bit of an emergency, okay? I'm gonna tell you guys about it. We got a little bit of an emergency. Bad Bunny. You guys know Bad Bunny? You heard of Bad Bunny? He's the big artist that wears dresses and has implants in his new music video. And he sings entirely in Spanish. And he's playing the Super Bowl today. So Bad Bunny, the cross-dressing, Spanish-speaking, massive mainstream artist, is playing the halftime show at the Super Bowl. And I'll tell you why that's an emergency. Because after Bad Bunny plays the Super Bowl, his songs are going to explode on the iTunes charts. His songs are gonna fucking explode. Whether you like it or not, support the guy or don't, like football or don't like football, watch the Super Bowl or turn it off, it don't matter. After Bad Bunny plays the Super Bowl, his songs are going to friggin' explode on the charts. So that's the emergency. Here's the solution. I need everybody, everyone, and I mean everyone. If you support me, if you like the new song, Pray for the Left, Bad Bunny songs are going to explode on the iTunes charts this afternoon. And the only way we can combat that is if absolutely everyone who watches this goes to iTunes and downloads Pray for the Left. Okay, the link is pinned in the chat right now. If the link doesn't work for you, just open up the iTunes app on your phone, go to the alternative genre, or go to the main all genres charts. We are number 4 right now. We are 3 spots away from having the number 1 song in all genres. Like, this is our opportunity to take that spot. Before Bad Bunny plays the Super Bowl and wears his dress and sings a bunch of words that nobody's gonna understand because they're all in Spanish and they're auto-tuned to shit, so they're very hard to decipher. Before Bad Bunny dons that dress and gets on the Super Bowl stage and performs a bunch of songs that nobody can understand, please head to iTunes before those songs blow up this afternoon. Download Pray for the Left. Let's take that number 1 spot in all genres. It is going to take everybody, okay? And I'll tell you right now, Bad Bunny versus Tom MacDonald, the best things about me are I don't wear a dress. My songs aren't in Spanish, they're in English. Those are the 2 best things that I got going right now. Speaks English, doesn't wear a fucking dress. So I don't know if that appeals to you. If that's your thing, speaking English and not wearing a dress, if that's your thing, head over to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Let's take that number 1 spot before Bad Bunny's songs blow up this afternoon from the Super Bowl. That would be really, really cool. Bad Bunny has a massive, massive fan base, which is crazy to me, but he's got a massive fan base. There's a lot of people out there that appreciate non-English dress-wearing mainstream record label artists. I guess that I would think that would be a sort of a niche fan base, but apparently it's fucking massive. So Bad Bunny has a massive fan base. It's gonna be tough. So this is just a huge call to action. Hangover Gang. This is our moment. The time is now. We are only 2 spots away from being the number 1 song in all genres. So please head to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. The link is pinned in the comments right now. And if that link doesn't work for you, you can just open up the iTunes store on your phone and download it on iTunes. It's $1, not Apple Music. I want to be clear about that. Do not stream the song on Apple Music. I mean, you can stream the song for Apple Music for free if you want, but in order for us to compete with Bad Bunny and these other major label artists, the downloads count the most. 1 download that costs $1 counts as 1,250 streams. So if you can, open the iTunes app or click the link, download Pray for the Left. That would be cool. What else is really cool about this? If everybody downloads the song today and we go number 1 on Billboard this week in alternative, that would be the first number 1 that we've had in alternative since Brainwashed. And Brainwashed is a song that I released years ago. Before that, we had a number 1 in alt with No Good Bastards. But our last number 1 in alt was Brainwashed, or maybe Dirty Money. Either way, Brainwashed and Dirty Money are songs that I released years ago. We haven't had a number 1 in alternative in years and years and years and years and years. So it would be it would be really cool. It would be our first number 1 in alternative in probably 4 to 5 years. So a little bit of nostalgia. Gonna run it back one time, see if we can go number 1 in alt. That would be really, really cool. So like I said, please download Pray for the Left on iTunes. And you guys want to know a little secret about the alt genre? See, I've been sort of exiled from the music industry. I'm not allowed to be associated with record label artist, even if I wanted to be. Record labels wouldn't let their artists even be associated with me because of who I am and what my politics are and the songs that I've made and the disruption that I've caused. But even though that I'm not in the music industry orbit, I'm still privy to a lot of the secrets that they have going on because I know enough people that are in that industry, and then they smarten me up to everything. So you guys want to know a little secret about the alt genre? The alt genre, everybody knows that pop is like the biggest genre. Pop is where all the biggest artists go, like the Billie Eilishes and the Lady Gagas and anybody who's a big mainstream record label artist, they go to the pop genre. What you probably don't know is when these record labels are releasing a Lady Gaga song or a Billie Eilish song or a Bruno Mars song or a Bad Bunny song, those Taylor Swift, those songs go to pop. But if the record label feels like this song might not be strong enough to go number one in pop, or if they just want to really sneak in there and get an easier number one, the record labels take the pop songs that should be going into the pop genre and they put them into the alt genre. Because the alt genre is typically easier for these big mainstream record label artists to go number one. It's easier for them to compete against alternative artists. So these record labels take these big pop songs and they put them in the alt genre, and they just rack up number ones. So we are currently competing in the alt genre. Pray for the Left is an alt song. It's an alternative rock song. Like, a lot of people hear it and they say, oh, it sounds really like Blink 182-ish. That's an alt band. So Pray for the Left is an alt. And because record labels have taken these big pop songs by these big pop artists and they put them in the alt genre because it's easier for them to compete there. Because of that, we are up against some of the biggest artists on earth right now. We're up against Billie Eilish. We're up against Youngblood. We're up against Green Day. And the list goes on and on and on. Big, massive artists are in the alt genre. And right now, we are at number one in alt. So they're going to do everything they can to knock us out of that position for the next 4 days. We got to hold that spot down for the next 4 days. And if we can do that, we get a number one in alt, which would be awesome. So that's the truth about the alt genre. It gets used and exploited by mainstream record labels who put big pop artists in that category because they think it's an easier number one. So help me fucking stand up against the Billie Eilishes and the Taylor Swifts and the Youngbloods and the Green Days, and go to iTunes and download Pray for the Left. I really need everybody's help. If you guys can do that, that would be amazing. And just like, aside from all of the music industry, I want to beat them and I want to win shit, I also just feel like as a song, I feel like Pray for the Left is so damn important. I think it has a really incredible message. I think that there's been all of this back and forth fighting between the left and the right for so long, and it's getting louder and it's getting uglier and it's getting more violent. And you can see what happens when they try to shoot the president. They shot Charlie Kirk and they're doing all of these terrible things. And instead of conservatives responding with that same ugliness and that same violence, and that same just visceral hatred, I think that the best way to respond is to just like pray for these people. They clearly need it. You got to pray for the people who need it most. And I think that it's very obvious that the left needs it most right now. And I just feel like for years, like, they've canceled us, they've censored us, they've ridiculed us, they've attacked us, they've rioted and destroyed our cities, they've been violent, and after all that, after all these things that they've done to us and our country and our cities and the world, we still pray for them. And I think that that's a super important message. And I think that no matter how crazy they get, to respond with kindness is the most important part. No matter how crazy they get, no matter how violent they get, no matter how full of hate they become, I think to respond with kindness is the most difficult thing to do. And one of the things that my dad taught me was the right thing to do is usually the most difficult thing to do. The right thing to do is usually the hardest thing to do. And I think in the face of so much hatred and ugliness and violence and rioting and killing and just nastiness from the left, I think that the hardest thing to do is to turn the other cheek. I think the hardest thing to do is to respond to that type of negativity with kindness. And that's what Pray for the Left is all about, is responding to the nastiness and the hatred with kindness and prayers and positivity. So I just think the song is super, super important for that. I think it sets an example. I think it shows people that you don't have to fight fire with fire. You don't have to respond to negativity with even worse negativity. You can respond to all of those things in a positive way, and you can respond to those things in a constructive way, and you can still want the best for the people that hate you. You can still want the best for your enemies. You can still want the best for the people who wish harm on you, and we'll just pray for them. Pray for the left. So that's what the song was about for me. And you know, I know people will hear the song and it'll mean something different to them. That's the beauty of music. It gets interpreted and it means different things to different people. But that's what the song meant to me. I feel like that's a super duper important message. So if you agree, if that's a difficult thing that you're willing to do, I think we should all do that together. Pray for the left, I think, is a super important message. I think the song is super important. And I think it would be amazing for a song called Pray for the Left to be sitting at #1 on Billboard this week. Because you know what they say? They say that nothing pisses your enemies off worse than being nice to them, than being kind to them. So when Pray for the Left is sitting at #1 on Billboard, you already know that it's gonna trigger everybody at the same time. Every liberal writer that works for Billboard, every woke record label employee and record label head, and you know, all of the left lunatics that we see online. Some of them are in this chat right now. And we see them in the comments on our posts. It's gonna trigger everybody at the same time when Pray for the Left lands at #1 on Billboard this week. So, you know, call me petty, but I think that would be pretty awesome. So if you can, please head to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. The link is pinned in the chat right now. And like I said, if that link doesn't work, just open up iTunes on your phone, go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left on iTunes. That would be amazing. We're 2 spots away from being #1 in all genres. Let's take that #1 spot before Bad Bunny's songs blow up this afternoon. Let's have Pray for the Left be the #1 song on Billboard this week. But I'm gonna need everybody's help. It's gonna take all of us. We're literally up against one of the biggest fan bases in the world. Bad Bunny's fan base, which blows my mind, but it is what it is. So please go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. We can do this. We can do this. Hangover Gang, we can do this. It's gonna take all of us, and it's gonna be a fight, and it's gonna be a grind. But if everybody that's here goes to iTunes and downloads Pray for the Left, we can do it. So please do that. Go to iTunes, download the song. Let's take #1. Let's fucking go. So I'll jump into the questions in a minute. A lot of people saying like, man, why aren't you playing the halftime, the Super Bowl halftime alternative show with Kid Rock and all those guys? I never got the invite, okay? I didn't get the invite. Turning Point never reached out. They never asked me to be a part of the show. It is what it is. If they did, I would have been there. So people think that they invited me and I turned it down or something. I didn't get the invite, okay? So don't blame me. All right, I'll jump into the chat in a second. I guess I said it at the beginning of the video, but yes, the Pray for the Left t-shirt that I wore in the music video, it's actually this one. This is the one I wore in the music video. It's available now at hangovergang.com. You can use the code NEWVIDEO for 15% off. There's this shirt, there's a few other shirts, and you can get this shirt like cut up. You can see there's holes in it all over the place. You can get this shirt distressed and cut up, or you can get it brand new. And myself and my sister, we're taking razor blades, we're cutting all the shirts up, doing it nice. So if you get a distressed one, myself and my sister sliced it up with a razor blade for you guys, and so it looks lived in and it looks a little rock and roll, and that's the way I like my stuff. I don't like wearing brand new stuff all the time. I don't like brand new shirts, I don't like brand new jeans. I'm wearing old sweatpants right now. I cut up my shirt. That's just I don't like wearing brand new stuff. So if you want a distressed version, hangovergang.com. We also have the brand new version. I think this is it. Is this it? No, that's just another white shirt. But we have the distressed version. We have the brand new version with no holes in it, hangovergang.com. The 15% off code is NEWVIDEO. And yeah, there you go. So everybody's been bugging me about the shirt, so you can get yours right now. But yeah, I didn't, I'm gonna jump in the comments now. Jster567 says Tom is the fucking GOAT. No, I'm definitely not, bro, but I do appreciate that. Thank you, Jster.
I'm the goat.
Nova's the GOAT.
Yep.
Amy says, can you and Nova go live and give us a halftime show? What do you think, babe?
Here, this is it.
This is it, she said. This is the halftime show. Do you want to come show your face, or are you just too busy in the massage chair?
You can come here. This is the show over here, actually.
Nova's sitting in the massage chair right now because her neck hurts, so she can't come over and be part of this right now. Mouthy Face says, hey, Mr. Tom, could I do a cover of one of your songs? Absolutely. Go ahead. Do your thing. Tag me in it when you post it. Wayne Cassie says, how's your day going? Wayne, my day's going pretty good, man. It's going pretty good. I know the rest of the world is just glued to their television sets right now. They cannot wait to see Bad Bunny's hairy legs sticking out the bottom of a skirt, singing a bunch of songs they can't understand because they don't speak Spanish. I don't think he's probably ever watched football in his life, but he's gonna be up there on the biggest football stage on earth, the Super Bowl Sunday, dancing around in girl clothes, singing his song. That's what the world's waiting for, but not me, man. I'm just here trying to let the world know, hey, go to iTunes and download my song, Pray for the Left, because Bad Bunny's songs are gonna blow up this afternoon. They just are. After an artist plays the Super Bowl, everybody goes to iTunes, downloads their shit, and their songs blow up. So I'm just trying to convince people to play for the right team, to support the right side, and to go to iTunes and download Pray for the Left. And you know, Bad Bunny's part of the left. So, I mean, low key, if you're a big Bad Bunny fan, we're kind of doing a favor for Bad Bunny too, because we're praying for the left. We're taking the song Pray for the Left to the top of the charts. Bad Bunny's on the left, so by de facto, we're praying for Bad Bunny. By the laws of relativity, we're praying for Bad Bunny. So, so far, so good. It's been a good day, buddy. Thanks for asking.
I'm coming, babe.
MC Mitch says, I look like Eminem. I don't know if I'd broadcast that. You look like a raging leftist? That's cool.
This is our secret gang sign that we do to each other all the time.
I know. Me and Nova do that every time. Every time we walk out of a room, we go, okay.
You gotta do it really fast.
I'm going to do this. Peace. That's our thing.
Now we do it to other people and it confuses them.
Yeah, we did it to Adam Calhoun the other
Master
day.
of deception.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
You guys download the song yet? If you download the song, I can have my boyfriend back in. We want to play Hightail, which is the new Minecraft. Have you guys played it?
Yeah, Nova really wants to play video games with me right now, but I'm too busy trying. I'm too busy trying to fucking win.
He said, "Peace out."
I said, peace out. So if you guys can go to iTunes and download "Pray for the Left,"
we can play Hightail.
Yeah, that'd be really beneficial, because then I can go play some video games with my girlfriend. I know.
Alameo Nova, they love me. They love me. What's up?
Yeah,
What's up?
they love you, babe.
Peace out, guys.
X Erevan says, does it have to be iTunes? I don't have anything. Respect. But yes, it does have to be iTunes. You can also download on Amazon. But the thing is like, for years, I told everybody, yo, download on iTunes or Amazon, download on iTunes or Amazon. And then I did a song that blew up so big, and it got shit tons of downloads on Amazon. So Billboard sent me an email and said, hey, just so you guys know, we're not counting the Amazon downloads on the charts, just iTunes. So I've stopped promoting Amazon and I'm now promoting iTunes. Because for years we promoted Amazon and then Billboard came through and said, oh, that doesn't actually count. We can't figure out how to count the Amazon downloads. They provide us their download information in a weird format and we can't figure out how to count it. So we're just counting iTunes. So they let us think that it worked for years and years and years and then said, oh, actually, it doesn't, sorry. So if you can, iTunes is the spot. Download Pray for the Left on iTunes. That way Billboard actually knows how to fucking count it. Unless they're lying about that too. Download Pray for the Left on iTunes. Graphics says, what about Spotify? You can stream it on Spotify. You can stream it on Spotify. You can stream it on Apple Music. You can stream it on Tidal. You can stream it on YouTube Music. You can stream it wherever you want, which is good for you because it's free, but it does not benefit me because one download on iTunes equals 1,250 streams. So you have to stream the song 1,250 times to equal one download. And when we're competing with like big record label artists like Bad Bunny and Taylor Swift and Youngblood and Billie Eilish, we can't compete with their streams. They get hundreds of millions of streams. So we just can't compete with the streams, which is why I tell people, hey, go download the song because one download is worth 1,250 streams. And if people download the song, then we can actually compete with these record label artists. And that's a thing that Billboard has done on purpose to make it very difficult for people like me to compete with mainstream artists. That's something they've done on purpose. The record labels have relationships with Billboard and they have decided that streams, it's 1,250 streams to equal one download. And that's because most independent artists just stream. And because most independent artists stream, our 100,000 streams can't compete with Billie Eilish's 12 million streams. So you can stream it if you want, but just be aware that it takes 1,250 streams to equal one download. So if you can, I would appreciate it if you downloaded it. It helps me the most, it carries the most weight, and it actually makes it possible for people like me to compete with the Billie Eilishes and Taylor Swifts of the world. So that's the long answer. So if you can, please download Pray for the Left on iTunes. I'd appreciate it.
You're missing an important part.
What?
And it's rigged because the second it comes out, it goes on all the fucking playlists. They get like...
Yeah, I was gonna get into that, but you know. And that's the other thing about like the streams is like it's rigged because the second Billie Eilish drops a song or Taylor Swift drops a song or Youngblood drops a song, it gets put on all of these playlists on Spotify, which are owned by record labels, and those playlists get hundreds of millions of streams. So they don't even need to get their fans to listen to their music. Their songs go onto these playlists that are just passively listened to by millions of people who are driving in their car, on lunch break at work, going for a jog, whatever. They're not picking to listen to Billie Eilish. It just plays automatically because it's part of a playlist. So they get hundreds of millions of streams just passively. Their songs go on the radio. My songs definitely can't go on the radio, and radio is weighed so heavy on the Billboard charts. So I don't get played on the radio. I've never been put on a big playlist ever. So I literally cannot compete with mainstream artists unless people download. That's the only way I can compete, is if people download on iTunes. That's the fucking facts of it. Independent artists cannot compete with record label artists that have playlisting and mainstream radio support. We can't compete. The only way that we can compete is if you guys download on iTunes. So the link is pinned in the chat right now. If the link doesn't work, open up the iTunes app on your phone, download it on iTunes. It costs $1. I super appreciate it. It's the only way we can compete. So get Pray for the Left on iTunes.
I'm watching Bridgerton, so I can't hear you now.
Okay, babe. Diamond says, you're on my playlist. Yeah, well, I appreciate that, Diamond. But being on your playlist and being on one of these fucking massive playlists that the record labels own that have hundreds of millions of listeners is a difference. But I am grateful. Thank you for having me on your playlist. Rachel says, any advice for the youth? I mean, that's a whole fucking live stream in itself, but listen to your folks. Don't believe the things that you see in the news. Don't copy the things that you hear in mainstream music. Don't imitate the things that you hear, that you see in mainstream movies. And do you, and don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. They hate you because they ain't you. Stay away from the left. That's my advice. That's my Reader's Digest. Somebody said, damn, I need a Tom Kid Rock collab. Please add it to my bingo card. Dude, I don't know how to get a hold of him. He's never tried to get a hold of me. I would definitely do a song with Kid Rock. I used to fucking pound his shit. And still do sometimes. So that's something I'd definitely be down for. Let's see what happens. Kayla Marie says, do you play Fortnite? I used to play Fortnite a little bit with Nova, but no, haven't played Fortnite in a while. Been too busy busting ass and working. Van Waykel said, did you do a song with Roseanne? Oh, you're gosh darn right I did a song with Roseanne. Roseanne dissed Eminem in the song I did with her. And a lot of people didn't like that song, but I love that song. Like, any way you cut it, it doesn't matter if, like, the song is some amazing feat of classical music or not. It doesn't really matter. It was this massive fucking spectacle. Roseanne fucking Barr, America's mom, rapped on a song and dissed Eminem. It's fucking incredible. It's amazing. Real Street says, can I pay to interview you? Nah, I don't do paid interviews, man. I just do the interviews that I want to do. That's why I haven't done an interview in a little while. I did the one with Jillian Michaels like a couple months ago. That was the last one I did, I think. I'm just like at a point where it's just like, I've talked all the shit. I've done all the interviews. I turn down almost every interview request, and like getting paid to do it's not going to make a difference for me. I'd rather just like make my music and do things that I want to do and that I enjoy. And fucking doing interviews is so lame. You tell the same story, you get asked the same questions, blah, 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 blah. So chances are probably not. I'm just flipping through here. Would you go on Rogan? Yeah, I'd absolutely go on Rogan. Do you get stats for Apple Music downloads? I don't know what that is, but no, like Apple Music is a streaming service. You're streaming. Even if you download on Apple Music, you've just like saved the song to your phone so you can stream it. Go to iTunes. The app is still on your phone, or click the link in the chat right now. Go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. If you don't have $1, if you don't want to spend $1 on it, by all means, stream it, stream it, stream it. Stream it on Spotify, stream it on Apple Music, stream it on wherever you stream music. Do your thing. I'm not stopping you from doing that. Please do it. I'm just saying that if you want to help in this fight to get to the #1 spot, if you want to help beat Bad Money and beat Taylor Swift and beat Bruce Springsteen, and if you want to help us beat all of those people, then the only way I can compete is if you download. So if you want to join in on that, on taking this #1, on getting Pray for the Left to be #1 on Billboard, if you want to be part of that, then go download it on iTunes. I would appreciate it. If that's not what you want to do, if you just want to listen to it and whatever, that's fine too. Just stream it on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. We didn't even really get into it. Like, I was on a 3-month vacation. I wasn't even planning on releasing this song. And then Bruce Springsteen dropped like a pro-left, pro-protester, anti-ICE song like a week ago. I don't know if you guys saw it. Bruce Springsteen used to be the boss. Born in the USA. Born in the USA. Bruce Springsteen was a gangster, and then we all discovered his politics, and he's just like a raging radical leftist. And he just released this song for Minneapolis, where it's like a protest song, anti-ICE, pro-left, and that's what inspired me to do Pray for the Left. I was like, man, these motherfuckers have lost their way, and to be like being led by somebody like Bruce Springsteen at this point. It just really enforces how fucking nuts they've become. And it was that song and Bruce Springsteen that inspired Pray for the Left. So it would be really great to just crush Bruce Springsteen on the charts this week too. So yeah, if that's appealing to you, go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Let's fucking go. Bruce Springsteen sucks. Yep. A lot of people saying that they don't like Bad Bunny. Agreed. Lloyd says, my wife and I love the songs you put out, but why do you continue? You obviously don't need to, but what keeps you going? I love it, bro. I love making music. I love making music with a message. I love inspiring people. And I just feel like, especially in today's day and age, there's tons of Bad Bunnies out there. There's tons of Taylor Swifts out there. There's tons of Billie Eilishes out there. There's tons of Bruce Springsteens out there. There's tons of Disneys out there. And these super woke left-leaning musicians and production companies are putting out music that fucking brainwashes people and influences people into having poor moral standard and making terrible decisions. And it's brainwashing people into being anti-American, anti their neighbors. Pop culture is fucking evil, bro. Like, Hollywood is fucking evil. Pop culture, the music, the movies, the TV shows, the production companies, the record labels, the people that work there and the people that support them are evil or are supporting evil. And I've always had a problem since I was a kid with anybody trying to tell me what to do. Fucking teachers, police, doctors, parents, anyone trying to tell me what to do. And I've always been into like conspiracy theories, which have all been turning out to be true, by the way, since I was a kid. I was watching movies about the satanic elite and the satanic music industry. I was watching videos on that when I was 14, when those videos were allowed to exist on YouTube. So all this shit that's coming out in the Epstein files, all this shit where people are like, oh my God, like there's all this satanic pop culture and stuff. I've known about that since I was a child. It's nice to see it being confirmed, but I've known about that for like my whole life. So I like being the antithesis to that. I like standing up against that. I like giving people something that's not anti-American, that's patriotic. I like to give people something that's not brainwashing, it wakes people up. I like to give people stuff that's not woke. It tells people the truth about things. Like, that's what I think my purpose here is to wake people up, to make this music, and to get it out to the masses. And that's why I continue doing it. I've never done it for the money. I've never done it for the fame. I don't people ask all the time, like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should get this song here, you should play this show, you should go to this award show. I'm famous enough. I don't want to be any more famous than this. I would like to be less famous than this. I'm not doing this for any other reason than because I love it and because I want to do it, and I think it's important, and I think there's an appetite for it, and that appetite is from people who need it. There's all these people out there who don't have a voice, who don't have the opportunity to stand up and have their thoughts and feelings heard. And I feel like I can be the mouthpiece for those people. I can speak for the people that aren't heard, that have fallen through the cracks, or that maybe are heard and ignored because they don't have a platform and they don't have a million of you guys rallying behind them like I do. So I feel like that's my place. I need to stand up. I need to speak for these people. I need to speak the truth, and I need to fight back against the pop culture that I've been subject to and you guys have been subject to for our entire lives. So I just feel like that's my purpose. That's why I'm here. If I wasn't doing this, I would have nothing to do. So I have to do this. I literally have to do this. It is what it is. It's tiring. It's frustrating. I've made so many songs trying to wake people up. They've got so many views, won so many plaques, won so many awards, like da-da-da-da-da. And it still hasn't woken up enough people for there to be like a real revolution. So I'm just gonna, as long as I got the energy to do it, I'm gonna keep releasing these songs. I'm gonna keep speaking the truth. I'm gonna keep trying to wake people up, and I'm gonna try to keep giving people an alternative to this like mass-produced, wrapped in plastic, bullshit pop music, mainstream music that comes through our televisions and comes through our radios and comes through our phones. I'm gonna do my best to give those people that want something else an alternative, and that's what I do. And right now, I have a song out right now that is the alternative, that is something different. And if you want to help me out, if you believe in my movement, if you enjoy what I do, please go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Let's take that #1 spot. It's a fucking important song with a beautiful message. And in my opinion, that's what the world needs right now. So if you can, click the link at the bottom of the chat or open the iTunes app on your phone and download Pray for the Left by Tom MacDonald. I would sure appreciate it. Help me spread the word. Beatrice says, hey man, I'm a senior in high school and I've been a fan for years. I always make sure to blast your music when I'm in the big cities. I've been chased for it. God bless. Hey, thank you, Beatrice. I'm sorry to hear that you're getting chased for playing my music, but I don't know. I've got so much hate over the years. Babe, that's so loud. Yeah, go ahead, go. I got so much hate over the years, and I know that fans of mine have also got tons of hate over the years. It's not safe to be, okay, you gotta chill. It is not safe to be like a Tom MacDonald fan. People will hate you for it if you support me. But I just feel like if you're getting chased down the street for playing a song, or people are hating on you because you like my music, we're pissing off the right people. To me, that's a sign that we're doing something right. When the evil people, when the woke people, when the left people start hating on you, it's because you're doing something that they don't like, and they're on the wrong side of history. So if you're doing something that the wrong side of history doesn't like, that probably means you're doing the right thing. So I'm sorry you got chased. It is kind of funny, but just keep playing it loud. I appreciate it, and I'll keep making new stuff for you to play loud. Born in the USA. No, she's not over there just trying to live. She's over there fucking scooping 10 buckets of fucking ice into a Stanley cup that's this big. Nobody needs that much water. And if you're gonna fill it up with fucking ice from the bottom to the brim, you're gonna get about this much water in that cup.
Guess what, babe? Ice melts into more fucking water, you idiot.
Drinking melted ice tastes disgusting. It tastes like dusty ass water.
This man doesn't support ice. Put that on the record.
Yeah, Nova supports ice in like a huge way. She loves ice.
I go through pounds and pounds of it.
Yeah, she loves ice. I support ice too. I just don't want to drink the dusty ass ice water.
Babe,
Somebody said, why weren't you invited to the TPUSA show? I don't fucking know. Why would I know that? You'd have to ask them. Maybe they don't like my shit. I don't know. Do you plan to make a song about the ice problem that happened in Minnesota? No. I just made Pray for the Left. That's my response. I talked about Minnesota in that song. So that's what I got for you. Somebody said Turning Point didn't reach out because you were born in Canada. Maybe. Somebody said 1.4 million people listen to you on Spotify. That is true. It was over 2 million, and then I took 3.5 months off, so the number fell down to 1.4, which is okay, because I got this song, I got Pray for the Left out. Hopefully that does well and bumps that number back up, and if it doesn't, maybe the next one will. Makola I6U says, fuck ice. Fuck ice. Been hearing that a lot lately. I don't know if you guys saw the Grammys, but I heard that every artist that accepted an award at the Grammys all said fuck ice. That's unreal. A lot of people saying big love. Somebody said, did you see Jelly Roll? I mean, I've seen Jelly Roll. I know Jelly Roll. I don't really know what you're referring. Did you see? I don't know. What happened? Somebody said, talk about the poison ivy. Oh, bro. It was the worst start to the fucking new year ever. It was the worst start to the new year ever. I went climbing with my dad. We fucking drove way the fuck out into the middle of nowhere to go climbing. And then I climbed a mountain that was covered in fucking poison oak and poison ivy. And then 3 days later, my entire body had this crazy fucking rash. It was blistering and my skin was cracking and I was bleeding and I infected like the entire house, all the couches, the trucks, the chairs. I infected everything with poison oak. And I didn't realize that I did. So every time I sat down, I was like infecting my back and my hips and my sides of my legs. So after about 2 weeks, like almost my entire body was covered in like poison oak rash. My doctor said it was the worst poison oak he'd ever seen. I'm gonna post some pictures of it because it was fucking horrendous. You guys like wouldn't even believe it. It was insane. I'll post some pictures of the rash, but I'm all healed up now. I got a little bit of scarring. Like I got some scars on my arms and my legs. But the worst part of it is over. I'll show you guys pictures. You wouldn't even believe it. You're gonna be fucking horrified when you see the photos. Insane.
Can I tell them a story?
In a sec, baby.
It's related.
Any new tattoos? Nope, no new tattoos.
Yeah, I love you. I'm going upstairs.
Okay, love you, sweetheart. Bye. Did you hear World War III is supposed to happen after the Super Bowl? I did not hear that. But if that's true, if World War III is about to happen after the Super Bowl, then I need everybody to go to iTunes right now and download Pray for the Left before the world's destroyed and iTunes and Billboard no longer exist, okay? So, hey, everybody, if you want Pray for the Left to go #1 on Billboard before the world ends, head over to iTunes right now and download Pray for the Left, okay? Click the link in the chat or open the iTunes app on your phone and download Pray for the Left before the world ends. We will get the last #1 in human history. How exciting is that? How exciting would it be if we had the last Billboard #1 in human history? If the world still existed after we did that, we'd probably get a Guinness Book of World Records. P.S. I'm supposed to have a Guinness Book of World Records right now, but they won't fucking give it to me because they said my music's too controversial. Even though Eminem is in the Guinness Book of World Records and he's talked about raping his own mother, okay? But my shit is too controversial to be in the Guinness Book of World Records. whatever. I'd rather have the last #1 on Billboard before the world ended anyway. That's way cooler, so. All right. Somebody said, are you really taking a break from music so you and Nova can have a baby? Oh my God, yes, I am. I just took 3.5 months off. I'm supposed to be on break making babies as we speak. But like I said, Bruce Springsteen released this awful anti-ice. How does that song go? Through the winter's ice and cold, down Nicollet Avenue. So fucking bad. It sounds like a parody of Bruce Springsteen. Like what you just heard me do is better than the actual song. And that was the actual song. I'm supposed to be on a break making babies right now, but Bruce Springsteen released that awful fucking song. And I had to be like, okay, fuck it. I'm making a song, Bruce Springsteen, you bitch. And I did, and it's called Pray for the Left, and it's out right now. So go to iTunes and download Pray for the Left. We're only 2 spots away. We're 2 spots away from being #1 in all genres on iTunes. 2 spots from being #1 in all genres. So if you can, please go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Let's take that #1 spot. Bad Bunny is about to walk his ass out on stage wearing girl clothes at the Super Bowl. And after he does that, Bad Bunny songs are gonna explode all over the iTunes charts. It's gonna be real difficult. It's gonna be a war. So I'm trying to get a head start on him before he hits the stage and does his performance, before his songs blow up because of it. Go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left, and let's take that #1 spot. Link's pinned in the chat. Open the iTunes app on your phone if the link doesn't work. Download Pray for the Left. I'd appreciate it. Somebody said, free the UK. Amen, brother. You guys are having a bad time over there. I was fucking playing VR the other night. There's this VR game that I play called Pop 1. It's like a first-person shooter. You're on a team of 3 people. There's a bunch of other teams of 3. You're in this massive map, and you gotta fight, and the winner, the last people alive win, okay? So I'm playing Pop 1 the other night. I put on the headset. It's got these little earmuffs so you can talk to people and shit. I'm in there running around, doing my thing, crushing it. And one of the guys on my team says like, oh, mate, he's right behind you, mate. Or like, that was Australian. But he said some shit, and I was like, what's that accent? And he's like, oh, I'm from the UK. And I always break the ice. If you're playing Pop 1 on VR and you're on my team, if somebody ever asks you a question, hey, how do you guys feel about liberals? That's my icebreaker. Every time I start playing, I say, hey, what do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about liberals? Just because I want to make sure I'm on the right team with the right people. Anyways, I asked the question, and then this guy goes, oh, over there, mate, behind you. And I'm like, what accent is that? Where are you from, bro? And he's like, oh, I'm from the UK. And I was like, oh, so how do you feel about liberals? Because I know they're going through it. And he's like, oh, I don't know if I can say. And I was like, you don't know if you can say, or you're not allowed to say? And he's like, yeah, that's what it is. He said, I have multiple friends in jail right now from posts they made on Facebook. And we've all seen it in the headlines that the UK's locking people up for shit that they posted online. This guy that lives in the UK that I'm playing video games with literally told me I have multiple friends in jail from stuff they posted on Facebook. Fucking wild. So all my UK fans that are like, Tom, come to the UK, play a show. I don't think I'm allowed. I think that when I get to the border, they're just gonna pull up my music videos and be like, this music video is illegal, and this music video is illegal, and this music video is illegal, and this is 85 felonies that you've released in the last 3 years, and then I'm just gonna end up in prison. So I don't know. I don't think I can go to the UK right now. Until the UK fucking rises up and changes leadership, it's just a woke hellscape over there. I don't know. Okay. Do a song with an Ozzy beat. That's a good idea. Love Ozzy. That was fucking heartbreaking that he passed away. Yeah. Adam says, don't come here, mate. We're fucked. Thumbs up. Amen, dude. Well, just be safe, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like I want to encourage you to just post whatever the fuck you want online and fight back against that shit. But I also like don't want to see you in prison. So just like take care of yourself and be safe, man. But yeah, so. I'm just flipping through here, guys. The comments are going so fast, it's really hard to read them. I gotta like pause and then see if there's a question there. This guy said, Eric says, dude, your whole life is crying about liberals. Your parents did a horrible job raising you. Oh yeah, the guy that drives the Ferrari that fucking has 60 #1 billboards, that retired his mom and his dad and got his dad his dream car and employed his sister and had his family quit working at the hospital and takes care of his brother-in-law and takes care of his girlfriend. Oh yeah, they did a real bad job, bro. While you're sitting there from your mom's basement. Oh my God, Tom MacDonald's parents are bad. You keep losing, I'll keep winning, okay? Are you watching the Super Bowl tonight? Hell no, dude. Like, no. But I'm not boycotting it because of Bad Bunny. I don't want to see Bad Bunny, but I also don't want to see football. I don't give a fuck about football. I don't watch sports, dude. So it's just like, I don't think I've ever watched a football game in my life. I've gone to football games and I've gone to hockey games and I've gone to basketball games, and going there in person is a fucking blast. But watching it on TV is just not my bag. I'll watch the hockey playoffs or some shit if there's like a team in there that I know, but no, I'm not watching the Super Bowl. And it's not because I'm boycotting for Bad Bunny. It's because I'm boycotting football because football's whack. The fact that NFL has gone woke and is having Bad Bunny play the halftime show, that's just icing on the cake for me. Sick. I was already not gonna watch it. Now I'm super not gonna fucking watch it. Tom MacDonald for president. Oh, you'd be living in a real different country. It'd probably be better. I'd put Gatorade in all the public water fountains. That guy that said I don't have good parents, he'd be in jail. It would be lit. Somebody said, are you gonna make fun of the halftime show in a video? Probably. Judging by my history, probably something that I'm gonna do. So I'll wait for it to happen and then I'll see what it was online and I'll make fun of it. So you can take that one to the bank, baby. Best rapper ever. Thank you, bro. Not true, but I do appreciate it. Junebug36 says, are you really live right now? Yeah. How can you go live without really being live? Is that a thing that people do? Do they pre-record live videos and go live? I don't know if you can even do that anymore. I know you could do that 10 years ago. I don't know if you can do that anymore. Somebody said, I can guarantee you the halftime show is it's gonna need making fun of. I hope you do, Tom. I will, don't worry. Don't worry. All right, guys, we've been live for an hour. Listen, this is the call to action, okay? We're in the alt genre. We're up against some of the biggest pop mainstream record label artists in the world. Bad Bunny's about to play the Super Bowl. His songs are gonna blow up on the charts. I just released a brand new song called Pray for the Left. We are 3 spots away from being #1 in all genres, okay? If you can, help me take down the evil Bad Bunny and the rest of his pop star brigade. head to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. The link is pinned in the chat right now. If that link doesn't work, open the iTunes app on your phone, download from there. I would super appreciate it. I feel like aside from combating Bad Bunny and aside from combating Bruce Springsteen and aside from combating all the other pop artists that are in alt, the song is also a really important song. It's a beautiful song. It's a response to the ICE riots. It's a response to the ridicule and the canceling and the censorship and the hate and the violence and the attacking that we've been getting from the woke, radical left for what seems like forever. And it's not a response out of hatred or negativity or anything ugly. It's a positive response. It's a call to pray for the left because they fucking need it. And that's obvious. Pray for your enemies, pray for the weak, pray for the people who need it most. And right now, to me, it's super clear that that's the left. So if you can, please head to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Let's take it to the #1 spot. It's gonna take all of us. It's gonna take everybody. So if you see this, whether you're seeing it live right now or you're seeing it not live 2 hours from now, if you hear me say these words, please head to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. The link is pinned in the chat. Open the iTunes app on your phone if the link doesn't work. Download Pray for the Left. Let's go #1. Let's rub it in these motherfuckers' faces. Let's take it to #1 on Billboard. And I'd sure appreciate it. I love you guys. This would be an incredible thing to do after 3.5 months off to go #1 on Billboard once again. It would be amazing. And I need your help. So please head to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on this Sunday morning, man. I'm sure you guys have tons of other stuff you'd rather be doing, church or breakfast or hanging out with your family or sitting there with your girlfriend or your wife or just enjoying the outdoors before you got to get back to work tomorrow. But you chose to sit here and hang out with me while I screamed at you for the last hour, and I really appreciate it. So if you want the Pray for the Left song to go #1, please go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. It would mean the world. Also, we have these Pray for the Left t-shirts available right now at hangovergang.com. Use the code NEWVIDEO for 15% off. I'm gonna take every single dollar that these t-shirts make, and I'm gonna put it back into the next music video, and I'm gonna put it back into the next song and the next album, and that's the joy of being an independent artist, just trying to keep this machine going. So thank you guys for hanging out with me for the last hour. I love you. Go to iTunes, download Pray for the Left. Let's take that #1. And I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your Sundays. Okay? Happy Sunday, guys. Enjoy it. If you are watching the Super Bowl, enjoy that too. Let me know what happens because I won't be watching. So, fuck Bad Bunny. Download Pray for the Left on iTunes. Love you guys. I'm out. Bye, 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 bye. That was a good one. That was a good live. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves too. I gotta go. Bye. Peace, 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 peace. I'm gonna press the button. 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 I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta use my other hand. I can't reach it. Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Love you guys. Hangover Gang forever. Peace.